I'm Lauren Good for The Verge, and I'm looking at the Apple Watch Series 3. As expected, this one has LTE connectivity, which means it works without the iPhone, so let's check it out. You can see here, there's a little calling icon at the top there. Those dots in the middle are an indication of your LTE signal strength. You can swipe up here, you can also see it there. And then one aesthetic difference between this watch and previous generations is that you'll notice the digital crown is red, which is supposed to indicate that this is an LTE equipped Series 3 Apple Watch. So it looks exactly the same as the other Apple Watches that you've seen before, but there is one slight aesthetic difference. It is a little bit thicker on the bottom here. So if you look at this heart rate sensor module here and you were to compare that to an older watch, in fact, I'm wearing one right now, you can see that it's just the slightest bit thicker, right? Apple says it's 2 sheets of paper thicker, which is just, I don't know, a brilliant but typical marketing statement to make about it. But when I was wearing it on my wrist earlier, so I put this on, it really didn't feel all that different. And honestly, it doesn't look thicker. It just kind of looks the same as previous Apple Watches. Aside from the addition of an LTE modem, one of the things that's different on this watch is watchOS 4. It's running new software, and this is software that's going to run on all Apple Watches, not just this one. You can see here that when you're scrolling through your app dock now, it is you scroll vertically rather than across like you used to. There's some direct integration with gym equipment. So if you go to a gym that happens to support Apple Watch software, you can pair your watch directly to the gym equipment. There's more Siri integration. You can basically talk to Siri on the watch and it will talk back to you, which it didn't used to do. And even though these heart rate sensors in the back look pretty much the same, except for a little bit of thickness, Apple's doing some interesting stuff around heart rate tracking now. It's going to show you your resting heart rate. It's going to show you when your heart rate is spiking, even when you're not working out. So basically, it's taking the same sensor set, but it's processing the data in a different way to make this smarter. And I think that makes a lot of sense because one of the big drivers for people to buy smartwatches, not just Apple Watch, but smartwatches in general, are the health and fitness tracking features, right? You get notifications, you can track your health and fitness, and in some cases you use it for authentication like Apple Pay. But those are really the 3 main value propositions. I mean, there's all the other stuff too. You can go to a cluster of apps just like you used to. That hasn't really changed. Yeah, so in a lot of ways the Apple Watch Series 3 isn't a dramatic difference from previous versions, but with the addition of LTE and with the new software, it's largely going to be a combination of things that make it a little bit more capable than previous watches. It's not a replacement for iPhone. It's still in a relationship with iPhone, but it's a little more independent without it now. This new Apple Watch Series 3 is going to be available on September 22nd. This one with LTE costs $399. There is going to be a Series 3 without LTE, and that's going to cost $329. And then the Series 1, which is the original Apple Watch, which doesn't have GPS, doesn't have waterproofing, doesn't have LTE, that one is $249. Series 2 has essentially gone away because the Series 3 without LTE is that. For more coverage, go to youtube.com/The Verge.